first let me apologize to everybody too. I was over at the other scene doing double duties today, running the crime scene over there and this, so hopefully it will get you what you guys need. So, everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah, good? All right, I'm Sergeant Mike Lynch with Pinellas Park Police. It's L-Y-N-C-H. I'll give you a quick briefing of where we're at right now. About 7:30 this morning, our patrol officers responded to a neighboring business down here in the 7800 block of 66th Street in reference to what amounted to a domestic dispute inside of the business and ultimately culminated in a shooting at that location. From what we understand right now, it is domestic related with a husband and wife. The wife at that location was at her place of business. She was working when her husband came into the business and confronted her. Inside the business, she was forced out of the business at gunpoint out into the parking lot where she was ultimately shot. There were several witnesses and co-workers, employees at that business that saw this happen. After the shooting, the male half fled in their vehicle, their family vehicle, back to a location here where our officers confronted him at the residence. That's their family residence, where the subject barricaded inside and has remained there since about 8 o'clock this morning. It's been going on now just over a couple of hours. We have been dialoguing with him back and forth. Hostage negotiators are talking with him, and we're obviously looking for a peaceful resolve. But we do have a SWAT call out initiated in the hopes of obviously taking him into custody peacefully. And that's kind of where we're at right now. That's ongoing still. Questions?
Can you give us a sense of his demeanor right now?
Certainly he's agitated just because of the situation. Our negotiators are doing a good job with communicating with him. That's part of that role, is to obviously keep things calm and try to speak with him in a way that, you know, we understand kind of what's going on, but ultimately we want to make sure he's safe as much as possible as well. The goal.
How's the wife?
The wife is in critical condition down at Bayfront. She is still down there. They're working on her at this time, but there hasn't been any change in her condition in the last couple of hours at all.
Any children or anything in that house?
No one else inside the home that we're aware of. I do understand that they have children, but they're grown and from what I understand are not home.
What was this business that she worked in?
From what I understand, the business is a physical therapy type business. She did insurance type verifications for the business. So she was at work, like I said, when this happened.
Any domestic
the
calls?
disruption to this community.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. What kind of disruption are we having affect those people? How many people are being affected by this?
Yeah, these are all single family homes here. So, you know, luckily most folks hopefully are at work, but yeah, we've asked these folks to obviously either stay out of the area or stay in their homes. Initially right around the house, we have them locked down in their homes if there is anybody there. So it's certainly a dangerous situation inside that inner perimeter. He is armed and we're working through that obviously to try to get him out peacefully.
Any domestic calls previously with this couple?
I'm not aware of any at this time. I can't say that there weren't, but I have not looked at that yet.
Do you know
what kind of gun he used?
Weapons? I mean, we know that he had one weapon. Are you concerned that he may have more in there?
I understand that he previously has other firearms. We're getting some information that she may have tried to remove some of those at an earlier time, but I can't tell you how many are currently in the house at this point.
Do you know what kind of gun he used in the shooting?
I do not. From what I understand, it's just a handgun, but what type or anything else, I don't know.
Was she shot multiple times?
Yes, she was shot more than once.
What does he want? What's he telling negotiators that he wants?
There's not any demands. This isn't like a Hollywood type scene. He knows what's happened. He knows that we're here. It's just a matter of obviously working through what his next few steps are here in the future, and that's, it's our goal to make sure that all of our folks stay safe, the citizens stay safe around it, and ultimately him if we can, and that's the goal here.
Ready to stay out here for the long haul?
We are. So until something changes with that, we're going to be here for a while. Okay?
There's a Mustang down in that parking lot. Does that have anything to do with it and the clothes outside of it?
The Mustang is unrelated, although it was parked where the shooting happened at, but unrelated to the scene. Okay. All right.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Yeah, thanks y'all. Thanks for your patience.
All right, News Channel 8's Janet Jones here, just going to recap what we just heard from the sergeant with the Pinellas Park Police Department. Once again, around 7 o'clock this morning, a shooting of some sort took place, and we just learned that it was a husband and wife domestic dispute. We understand that the wife worked at some sort of physical therapy office just very close to where we are right now. Again, this is 67th and 78th Street that we're on, 78th Avenue and 66th Street, excuse me, that is where we are right now. So the husband went to her work this morning. We understand that that is where the wife was shot multiple times. She is now in critical condition. The reason that this perimeter is set up here and not at the business is because he fled the scene, and this is where he came to. We spoke with neighbors earlier this morning around 9 a.m. They said that they just heard police yelling, "Put the gun down, put the gun down," and then he ran into one of these homes back here. We are blocked off from this perimeter, so we cannot see what home exactly that is. So they've been on scene since around 7 or so this morning. They said it has been going on for several hours. They're trying to peacefully bring this to an end. The crisis negotiation team is out here. We saw them get here around 9 this morning. So the police department, they just want everything to come to a peaceful resolution. They want this guy to surrender. We don't know anything about who the suspect or the victim is at this time. Of course, you just heard from the sergeant right now, just when I did. So this is still all developing and a very active scene. Let me show you once again what we're seeing back here. You can just see a lot of police cars, a lot of ambulances, the crisis negotiation team. We've seen a lot of officers run back and forth to their cars, getting different things that they may need for this situation. So that is what is going on now. That's the latest that we have. Of course, we've been out here for hours. We're going to continue to monitor this situation. Neighbors here in this area, you can see there's houses all around. They just want to get back in their homes and resume life as normal, but can't do that right now until this situation comes to an end. But I see a lot of people on here saying prayers for the wife. I understand she is in critical condition, was shot multiple times, so obviously very serious injuries that she is dealing with. So let me see if you guys have any questions before I sign off here. So just trying to get through some of your questions. People are asking what area this is. This is Pinellas Park, and it is a very populated area. Actually, a lot of homes, a lot of businesses. For those asking the exact locations, where we are right now is 67th Street and 78th Avenue. But the shooting happened at a business on 66th Street North. We understand it is where the wife worked. We understand it's some sort of physical therapy office or medical facility. So that's what we have right now. We're going to continue to be out here. You can see a lot of activity going on and a lot of work set out for the men and women of this police department, the ambulance, and all these different agencies. So thank you guys for tuning in, and you can check with WFLA.com or Facebook again, or on air. We'll continue to update you there. Thanks for joining, and I hope you all have a great, safe day.